Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to On the Town with Tanya. Thank you so much for tuning in again this week. I got a special one for you. Today's guest is an actor, a stand-up comedian from Galveston, Texas. He has appeared in NCIS, Menace to Society, and he is best known for his recurring role as Bruh Man on the sitcom Martin and WB on the Bernie Mac show. Please welcome comedian, actor Reginald Ballard. Hey.
Yo, what's up? How you doing?
Hi.
Yeah, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
having me. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
We
you for
really
having
appreciate it.
me.
I know your time is about the essence today, guys. So he's about to do a benefit. Tell us what that benefit is for, just so we'll know.
Well, I live in Pasadena. We had to pass it in January 7th. Had the Pasadena fires,
Mhm.
and this school, Rosebud Academy, it's a Black and Hispanic school that these kids excelled in academics and got burned down. So
Mhm.
we doing a comedy show benefit today at 4 o'clock, and I'm excited about that because hopefully to raise some money to rebuild this school.
That is amazing. God bless you
Yeah.
for doing that. Bless you. That's the good thing about when we have gifts and talents and we can use it for the good
Yes, yes,
of others. So
yes,
thank
yes.
you.
Uh,
Let's see. So I want to start off with a fun fact.
mm,
I didn't know this either. But you played college football at Southern Methodist University,
yes, yes, yes.
University of Missouri, right?
I went to SMU. My first was Southern Methodist University, and that's where we the only school in NCAA history to
Right.
get hit with the death penalty. So
Oh,
they took our football program away for illegal recruiting violations. They said they was paying us to play. So my
uh,
last year, I went to University of Missouri, Columbia, and that's where I
okay.
majored in theater.
Oh, yes,
I
yes, yes.
started my
So
theater. Yeah,
that's where it
started
all.
at SMU. To,
Mhm.
to to I needed 3 hours of transfer, so I took a theater class, and I
Ah,
excelled in the class, and went to Missouri, did plays, and the rest is history.
wow. Yeah, I know, but it's amazing how you went from football to Hollywood. It's like
Yeah.
to me,
Well,
your story is amazing.
I knew ever since I was in the fourth grade when I saw my first Bruce Lee movie. I see my back thing. You see, I'm a Bruce Lee fan. So
Oh,
yeah, so my first Bruce Lee movie, I knew that I wanted to be an actor. Then when I seen all the black exploitation movies, that's what they called back in the day, like the Jim Brown, Fred Wilson, and Jim Kelly days and Pam Grier days. I wanted to be on the screen just like them.
wow. So that's what transition. Okay,
Yeah.
so we all have our moments, I guess, when we
Yes.
that
Yes.
something
Yes.
clicks and says, "Ooh, I want to do that." So that's good. You just answered a question I was going to ask. Do you think your athletic background has influenced your comedic timing? Because I know you do comedy as well.
Yeah, it's funny because I was talking to my wife the other day and my son. I
Mhm.
was like, man, I've been in the public eye ever since I was in third grade, so choir in school and football and track and for ever since third grade all the way up to high school and college. So timing was always there because I mean, when you're in front of people all the time, you can read what's funny or what's emotional or what's what you could bring out of people, different emotions, and I think I picked it up at an early age.
Mm. Did growing up in Galveston, Texas, which that's funny. So did another comedian grew up in Galveston. Oh Lord, I just totally blanked out. Another
Hmm.
comedian, a female, grew up in Galveston. So I was wondering,
A
did your culture?
female?
Yes. Oh, she's
I
so
don't
funny.
know her.
Thea.
Uh,
Sorry, Thea.
Thea?
Thea Vidal. Sorry. Yeah.
No, she grew up in she's from
Or
Victoria,
she went.
Texas.
Maybe she went to Galveston. I don't
Yeah,
know why
yeah,
Galveston came
yeah. She's from Victoria, which is it's not that far away from Galveston.
out.
But
Okay.
yeah, I know Thea very well.
Okay. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
awesome.
but growing up in Galveston, man, it's an island. It's small and two ways in across the ferry, across the bridge. So a
I
small
heard.
island sit right there on the Gulf of Mexico, which Trump trying to call the Gulf of America now.
Right now.
But it's the Gulf of Mexico, and we sit right there in the Gulf. So it's an
Mm,
island. Yeah.
wow.
A lot
Well,
of
did
hurricanes come through
really,
there.
really,
Yes,
that's interesting.
yes,
Did the culture itself experience to shape your approach into everything you do? Because like,
yes, yeah, it does. It did because I mean, when I auditioned for Martin, I did it one way, and then Eileen Knight, the cast director, said, "Can you do it a little different?" So I went back to my Galveston roots. I knew that like my sister used to speak. She used to slur, drag her words sometimes. Like, stop, boy,
Right? Yeah, I
So
know.
I went to the little Galveston thing, because we like, if it don't get done today, man, it get done tomorrow.
That's so funny. I was
Yeah,
wondering.
so it did shape it a little bit. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's what I was going to ask you. Where did you shape that character from? Because
Yeah.
I do know people like that.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes,
like,
yes.
all right,
Galveston
which
is.
word are you on? Can you please make it speed it up?
Yep, yep, yep. Small town. It's like everybody know well, not everybody know everybody, but it's like such a small place that you can walk to almost anywhere you want to go. If you have to be at work at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., you can leave your house at 9:55 and be to work on time.
Sounds like my little town.
Yeah, you
Oh,
go down the beach, you go down Broadway, you right there.
well,
Yep.
that's something to be said about that. I mean, you don't get lost in all the other stuff that goes on
Yeah,
usually.
a lot of famous people come from that Galveston. Barry White,
Yes.
the first black heavyweight champion of the world, Jack Johnson,
Oh, that's
come
right.
from there. Oh yeah, we got some people, man.
Okay.
And we have the best athletes. I think Galveston had the most professional athletes out of any other school in the state of Texas.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's only two schools there: high school, the private, and the public.
Wow. So that's wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's amazing that they got such talent coming out of there.
Oh yeah.
You working with legends like Bernie Mac and Martin Lawrence. What's one of the most memorable lessons or moment that took away from each of them?
Oh shoot, working with Martin, I tell people I got my master's degree in comedy, and working with Bernie, I got my PhD. And so it's like both of them, man. I mean, you just sit back. Sometimes don't even have to say a word, man. You just sit back and watch and learn from cats that improvise, and and they make it where if you have some kind of chops, you can keep up with them because they feed it to you and you play off of it. And I mean, it's just like a machine, man. They make it so easy for you to do.
Yeah.
And I love both of them. I had the most fun probably on Bernie, but I love going to Martin too.
Why did you have the most fun on Bernie?
Because Bernie used to sit there. Martin be busy because he's wearing a lot of hats at the time.
Right.
Bernie sit there, man. We sit at the table, man, and just talk. And Bernie would tell us stories that was so funny that you couldn't wait to get to work the next day. Because it's gonna be fun. I mean, then when they say action, we'll just go right into our dialogue. They say cut, we'll just cut and then start back joking and laughing and go back. It was the action, we go right back into the scene. So that's how it was. Because of one camera, Martin had like 5 cameras, so you had to like be there every day and tape. And then when the audience come on Thursday, you have to perform and then go home. But Bernie, you do your scene and you out of there. So that's how it was with Bernie.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we certainly miss him.
Oh yes.
And I wish he would have got his flowers while he was here, quite frankly.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that there's people like you who still, linger on to stories that we can say, oh, well, we feel like we're still a part of them. So thank you for that. Now you've had such a diverse career from stand-up comedy to television acting. How did your time in college theater influence that path in comedy?
Well, it's funny because I worked with Professor Clyde Ruffin, Black Theater Workshop at University of Missouri, and I remember I was going to do a scene in I think this show called Crumbs, and I had to with Jane Curtin, William Devane, and Fred Savage was in it, so I had to do a kissing scene. The kissing scene was with Jane Curtin. It's my first kissing scene. Well, actually, my second because the first one ain't turned out. Anyways, really my first kissing scene, and so I was so nervous because I didn't do that kind of stuff in college, So I had to call my professor right before I did the scene. This is an ABC show. Right before I did one on TV, I called him and said, "Hey, man," I said, "I never did the kissing scene, but what do I do? How do I do it?" He said, "Hey, don't put your tongue in the mouth unless you get permission." When he said that, it relaxed me, man. It relaxed me. So
good advice.
He helped me out. Yeah.
That's
I learned a lot from him. I learned a whole lot from him. I did a soldier's play. That's the play we did in college.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was he taught me so much. I mean, I learned so much during that play
Mm-hmm.
that I learned that you could learn in a whole year. So,
Wow.
yeah.
I love live theater a
Yes.
lot. I mean, they're both loves, but live theater,
Yeah.
is something about it you can't.
Yeah, me too. I just did another play in Milwaukee about 2 weeks ago called
Really?
Bruh Man Need Love Too.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Did
pretty
you
good.
produce it, or did you
Yeah,
have someone
CL,
produce it?
huh?
Did you produce it?
No, it's producer named CL. He
Okay.
yeah,
It was,
he
it was
was
a
the,
play on
yeah,
words or in
yeah.
reference to
He no,
romance?
it was a whole thing. He
Okay.
combined All in the Family with Martin. So
Really?
he
Oh,
combined Omar Gooden was in it with us.
get
You
out
know, it
of
was
here.
pretty cool. Yeah, it was
Where,
good.
where,
It was
where can
good.
we see that at? Or you can't?
He might put it out, but then we might travel. We might travel with it, so it might be coming
Yeah, man, that's
to a
brilliant.
town near you.
Yeah, no, that would be brilliant because that's kind
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
I'm really all
yeah,
about the live theater, quite frankly.
yeah. Yes,
Really a thing. It's a dying art that we got to make sure people
yes.
go out and
Of
support.
course,
You know,
of
um,
course.
so comedy often comes, I think, from like personal experiences. What are some of the most rewarding or challenging moments that you had in your career so far?
Well, I'm like an actor acting like a comic. You know, so I tell comics that I'm an actor acting like you guys.
And
So
act
I can
like
make you laugh about 45, 50 minutes. You better come get me after that.
let me get
so
oh,
I mean I'm in the one of the most embarrassing moments. I mean when I was
what's
just
that?
starting out, I had to open up for Biggie. You know,
Oh
I was like, wow, man, I'm
no,
with Biggie. So promoter count
you're
my
doing
money
comedy?
backstage.
Doing comedy?
Yeah, doing comedy.
What?
They was doing the rap show. I
Go
had to,
ahead.
this is going to be the MC, a host,
Uh-huh.
So the promoter count my money to me. And he said, yeah, man, I was got to do about 5 minutes, man. I said, 5 minutes? I said, let me do about 20. He stopped counting my money, said, looked at me in my eyes, said, okay. When he said that, I should have known. Something was up, man. I went out there, man. I got booed to death, man.
Oh
Oh
no.
yes, I bought Biggie up real quick.
Uh, now wait, how did you land that gig? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I was just getting
Okay.
gigs. I was getting comedy gigs
Mhm.
because of the Martin thing,
Oh,
and
right,
then I
right,
started taking it a little more seriously and started, getting funny.
right.
But
It
at
did get
first,
funny.
man, I was like, this is hard, yo.
Right, it
And
is.
two dudes talking about, man, bring Biggie on stage. I got into it with them. Like, man, shut up. I got person. We can take it outside. We can take it outside. Then at North Carolina A&T, they was boo.
Oh man, and that crowd's the hardest. So just like,
Yeah, man. A rap crowd is the hardest.
who
But
you
Biggie
tell?
was
You
so
don't gotta
cool,
tell me.
man. Biggie was cool, man. Biggie
You
was
don't gotta
cool.
tell me. Wow, that's
Him, Lost Boys, and Lil Kim, all of them was on the show.
what that must.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh God, I'd love to see a parody on that. I'm just um. So that's you got me going on the visual right now. So entertainment industry really has that like it's changed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
And from your perspective, how has it changed in terms of like diversity and opportunities for comedians and actors, especially minority ones? Because I see certain people
Well,
always working and some people, and so that could be on us. I'm not saying it's
yeah.
a, you know.
Well, now you have so many avenues and so
Mhm.
many apps and programs that we could do now. They got Tubi and Tyler doing a lot of
Yes.
stuff. He have his own studios and he putting out some good stuff. And me and my wife, we always get trapped in watching all his series, man. I'm like, God, dog, man, how you trap us like that, man? After we watch one, we be hooked. Matter of fact, we on episode 11 of Beauty and Black. So, but you have a lot more avenues. But the only thing about how it is now is
Mhm.
back in the day, you used to go in and audition and meet the casting directors personally.
Right.
Now you
Send
do
it.
it on video and
Oh,
send it in. I don't like that. I like
no.
going in and meet them, and if they tell you, well, we don't like this, can you do it a different way? Then you
Right.
change it right on the spot, and they can
Right.
see your talent.
Yes. Yes.
When you send it in, they look at you, and if it ain't like they like, then they say, well, they toss you away, but
Yeah.
they wouldn't say, well, can you do something different? So I like that back in the day, just
Yeah.
going in and I remember all the fellas that used to audition with us at the time, I remember Cuba Gooden used to be auditioning, and some of the cats that made it big now, and we used to all have a little group, that everybody audition. You see them on auditions all the time.
Yes, I used to model, and I do stand-up comedy. So I tried acting, but it wasn't for me. It was
Yeah.
no
Ain't
thanks.
for everybody.
No, I mean it's not that. It's just that I'm
Yeah.
just specific about stuff, and they're very specific about stuff. That
Yes.
can't work.
Yes.
That can't work.
Yes.
What was it like being a part of the Bernie Mac show, and like how did it compare to being on Martin? Like were there surprise differences working on different shows?
Yeah, like Bernie, man. Like I say, I couldn't wait to get to work.
Right.
Martin, you go every day. Martin was an everyday thing. You rehearse every day, blocking, and Bernie, you just go in that day, you block, shoot, and you done.
Right.
Because it was one single camera. Right. And man, we just had so much fun on that show, man. I mean, we, Bernie sometimes like for lunch. Bernie used to say, "Yo, man, come to my room. I got something better upstairs, man. Better upstairs." And we go upstairs, man. He got like baked chicken, greens, the candy yams, mac and cheese. While they downstairs eating sandwiches and stuff.
Some more food. It's a real food right here.
Exactly. So Bernie was real cool, man. It was.
You don't eat that shit. Don't eat it.
Yeah. He was hands on. Martin was like, business, he go in and do his stuff, and because he was producing and trying to get this, and it was I didn't spend that much time, talking and stuff to Martin like I did Bernie.
I get it.
I mean, Bernie played golf and all that stuff, but I didn't, and it's probably my fault because Martin invited me to his house, to play basketball and all that stuff, man. I ain't no basketball player, but so it's probably my fault, not hanging out with him more than I should. So it wasn't on him.
Right. No, it happens.
Yeah.
Different hats. Different. So Brother Man, please tell us, is he making a return? Is it actually making a return, Martin? And if it is, what they call reboot, I guess. What will your character be in there?
If they did a reboot, definitely definitely have me back on that band.
Are they thinking of it at all? I mean,
I don't know if it happened. And Brotman was like a mistake.
Right.
The character name was Brother Man, and it wasn't the character name. He just wrote that down. Benny Richburg wrote that down because he couldn't think of a name. And he said, I'm just gonna put Brother Man down, and then tomorrow when I got to turn the script in, I'm gonna go ahead and come up with a name. And when I went in the audition, man, I cut the Brother Man to Bruh Man. It's Bruh Man upstairs, fifth floor. And he said, "Oh, that's so funny. We're gonna keep it Bruh Man. We're gonna keep Bruh Man." That's how that came about.
Get out of town. So see, look at that. That's crazy.
I mean, all the stuff. When I went through the window, that wasn't in the script. I was walking. And I was walking out the door. Mark said, "It'd be funny, man, if you turn and go out the window." We went the window, then we kept that in. And the walk, when I got up and walked in the first episode, I was just fresh out there, so I was trying to keep staying alight. So what I was doing, I was walking slow so my mama could see me longer on TV. So I was doing the slow. I was doing the slow walk. And Justina said, "Yo, y'all seen that walk? That's funny." She was laughing, so we kept the walk in. So a lot of the stuff was, and then I went in the audition, I was saying, "Bruh Man, feel flow." And everybody laughing. Martin didn't catch it until like late in the first episode. He didn't catch it. He was like, "What everybody laughing for?" He said, "Man, he doing feel flow, but on the 4 fingers." But I was doing like that. He said, "You can't tell." He said, "Turn it around like that." And that's how that came about. So we made a lot of stuff up as we went along.
That's how it should be. If you got all them brilliant minds together, they can just boom, boom, boom all day. That's
it. Yeah.
Well, I thought I had heard that there was going to be a remake, and then they said it's going to be based on his childhood life or something, then go up to modern. But I was like, where'd that come from?
No, we did a reboot. We did a reboot. I mean, not reboot, a reunion of the show. Yeah, we did a reunion, but I think he was trying to do something, but Tommy not here no more. So rest in peace, Tommy. But I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay,
I just know if they do, I'm gonna be ready.
That's right. Gotta be ready. Because that was a touchy good show. People, it's like a lot of like Shanae, a lot of the characters on it Pam, all the characters,
Yeah,
every
yeah,
one
yeah,
of them
yeah.
have a little specific thing that they brought to comedy, and I don't think they get half the credit that they deserve. Not
Nah,
even,
Dragonfly Jones is my favorite character. I just
yeah,
love it. When he
yeah,
did Dragonfly Jones, man, I'm on the floor literally
yeah,
laughing
yeah.
my butt off, man. That's how I did. It's funny because it was the week before I got the part.
Mhm,
I was in Texas in Galveston
mhm,
visiting, and I was at my friend's house. He had all the reruns on tape,
mhm.
and I was looking at the Jerome, and I mean Grandfather Jones, and man, I'm on the floor. I'm talking about literally on the floor, laughing so hard at the
Mhm.
Dragonfly Jones because I knew somebody like that in my high school.
We
He
all
used to, he used to have a big old. He used to have a Corvette with big old letters on the side of this Corvette said Karate Man.
no,
And he was about 30 years old. And
no,
he used to hang around us high school kids with his karate suit on and his Bruce Lee shoes.
no.
Man, so that's why it was so much funny to me. And then next week I went to the audition. Next week got the part. And I
Wow,
was telling him about that, man. I was crying laughing, yo.
that's hilarious. So what's coming up next? I know you're headlining a gig in Wilmington, Delaware soon in May.
Yeah.
What can fans expect from your
Oh
stand-up?
man, I just talk about, I talk about wife, kids, and current events and things
Huh?
that just I find funny.
That's
And
good.
but before that, I'm gonna be in Atlanta Comedy Theater. Me and Omar Gooding,
Okay, okay.
we're gonna be there next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you're in the ATL, come check us out.
ATL, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, the comedy theater.
The comedy
Yeah,
theater. When is that again?
yeah,
This weekend?
in Norcross. Yeah, this weekend.
Norcross,
Right.
Georgia. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
for that, and then May, I forgot what the date is.
On the 18th, we'll be at the Comedy Club in Baton Rouge.
Oh, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, my people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Easy, wheezy. Have to
Yeah,
put some alligator for me.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
That's my
I'm
son.
just saying.
I
It's
ain't need
just
none of that,
hush
y'all. I don't know
puppies. I
about
like
that.
hush puppies. Hush
Oh
puppies.
yeah, the hush puppies. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like hush puppies.
So
Yeah,
okay.
but that's basically it. What I'm
Yeah.
doing, still we're trying to create this show for me,
Okay.
and my agent them they putting it out there. So
Oh, that's gonna
we'll
be what's
see,
up.
we'll see, we'll
I
see.
would love to see that because that's
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
would too.
honestly, well, all the characters are so strong, they could each have had a spinoff if they
Yeah,
so
exactly. No
in
doubt,
my opinion.
no doubt.
Especially at that time, people would have supported
Yes,
it. So let's see
yes,
what happens. Please come back and
yes,
let me know if you do, for
yes.
sure.
No doubt. Anytime.
So I know you got to go, but I have two last questions for you.
Handle your business, girl. Go
You
ahead.
say, okay, I know you got Delaware with Bar None Entertainment coming up. That's
Yep.
May what? May what?
Shoot, I forgot.
May something. Okay, so May,
It's
guys,
yeah,
if you need, I can just tell people. You can inbox me if you want to know that, and
yeah,
I'm sure I got the link somewhere on my page, so you can
yeah.
find it. I find. Don't worry, I don't make you look it up.
Oh, that's all right.
You've
Yeah,
been,
but
let's see, Delaware.
mm-hmm,
We got the stand-up show. Oh, okay, Def Comedy Jam and Comic View.
mm-hmm.
How did those experiences shape your stand-up? Because
Def Comedy Jam,
yeah, that's everything.
man. Let me tell you something. Def Comedy Jam. I didn't even ask to do oh, it's May 3rd in Delaware. I
May
didn't
3rd.
even actually, yeah, I didn't ask to do Comic View and Def Jam either. My agent them has put me out there. They say, hey man, go do Def Jam. I'm like, okay, go do Comic View. I said, okay. Like I was an actor and I was acting funny, acting like the Def Jam comics that I seen on TV.
Wow.
But that's why I respect comics so much, man, because I know how hard it is and how they write and how they, take their craft seriously. So I was like, man, I need to put a little respect on the game
Yeah.
by, writing and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, no, it's it's Wilmington Opera House, right? I think that's right.
yeah,
Well, I should have said Wilmington, Delaware. I can
yeah,
fix that, guys. You know.
yeah,
But that's awesome. Because a lot of people got their start with Def. I can't even say
yeah, Jam. A
Def
lot
Jam.
of them, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of greats.
Martin. That's where he took off,
Oh
and
yeah.
that was supposed to be Robin Harris's job.
Mm-hmm.
Then he passed, and then Martin ended up getting that job. Yeah,
You heard Keenan? Yeah.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
What do you say? Come see Bro Man live. The Opera
Yeah,
House,
the Opera House.
Wilmington, Delaware, on Saturday.
Oh,
May
Canada,
3rd.
Ken
Right, Keenan.
peeping
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, he peeping us out. Look what I joined in as y'all messing up
Yeah,
the name. He's
yeah.
hilarious. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how to fix it. Y'all know
Yeah, Delaware, May 3rd.
third, okay?
I
And then
might bring some Serb sandwiches with me.
I love when you say serve sandwiches. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time. I'm trying to see if I can squeeze in one more.
Go ahead, girl. Do what you
But I
do.
won't.
Go ahead.
Well, what was the other one I was going to ask you about was it from class act to minister society?
Mhm.
So which would you prefer, comedy or drama?
It's funny you ask that because I've done a lot of comedy, but people don't realize that I've done just as much dramatic stuff too. Navy and CIS,
Yes.
Vegas, a lot of dramatic stuff, and I love doing dramatic because you know to me it's more challenging. Comedy pretty much easy to me.
Mm-hmm.
I used to make my mom and them laugh my mother and my sister laugh all the time.
Okay.
Comedy is easy, and I'm naturally funny. I can, especially when it come to acting funny.
Mm-hmm.
As far as stand up, I'm
Right.
better acting than I am stand up. Like there's a lot of comics that's funnier than me on stage, stand up comedy, but they can't mess with me when it comes to acting it out.
Right. Right.
I'm not afraid of nobody. Then when I see regular comics in auditions, I be licking my chops like, oh
Right.
yeah, no, they not better than me. They
That'd
didn't
be
study the
like
craft. They didn't study the art.
right.
So
Right.
yeah, I
Wow.
like that better.
That's
So
amazing. I think you've done exceptionally well for yourself, and I love all the characters you played. But Brother Man will always be forever in my
yeah,
heart. And I
yeah,
know
appreciate it.
we don't want to get you stereotyped into a role,
No,
but
I'm not
you've
because
done great not
yeah,
doing that.
yeah.
You know,
I'm
that's
not.
that can be a
Yeah,
problem sometimes for people.
exactly. Yeah, sometimes it can be
Yeah,
because
so
I
you've
know a
done
lot of
well.
white producers and directors and stuff. They don't know Bruh Man.
Right.
It's just the black producers and directors know Bruh Man. So when they get to meet me and when they ask me to audition for some stuff, they understand that I'm way more than
Beyond that.
yeah.
Right,
So
right. That was for that moment, but you can
yeah,
do
yeah,
any kind of moment, right? And
yes,
that's and a good actor can. A good actor can play any role.
yes.
So, I
And I
mean,
studied it. I know what to
exactly,
do. I know
exactly,
the time is the beats and the analyzing script analysis and all that stuff.
exactly,
So
exactly.
yeah.
That's what people don't.
So
I
I even
guess they
know.
don't expect that. Sorry,
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, I know
I
all
guess
the
they don't
whole
expect
ins
that
and outs.
because of that brother man. That's all
Oh
they're
yeah,
thinking
oh
about.
yeah,
They're not thinking about he's an
yeah,
actor. He's been doing
yeah.
this for years.
We did
Studying.
all that stuff. We did all. I did technical production.
Right.
I went to direct. I went to film school.
Mhm.
So I know all that stuff, man.
All that.
That's what I'm finna start doing. I'm finna start making my own. I'm about to
I was
start
gonna
making my
say.
own films.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I need you to be in production, please.
I'm
Yes,
encouraged and influenced by Tyler Perry. He
good.
does a whole lot of things, and I'm like,
Yes.
man, how do he get the time to do that? And that's when you
Management,
love what you do. He do,
time
and
management.
yeah, everybody talk and talk and talk, but he doing and doing.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I mean, everybody has a little leg up somewhere,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but you're right. Action is what it takes, but
That's
also
it.
just commitment and discipline. You know,
That's it. That's it. That's
because
it.
you
That's
already
it.
have if you have the gift of everything else,
That's it. That's
rest is
it.
finding your team and making it happen. But
That's
I know
right.
you got to go, and I could talk to you
That's right.
forever because you're awesome.
Well, we'll
Uh,
do it again, no doubt.
yes, please. Anytime you got something
Yeah,
coming, please come through and bless us. I appreciate
yeah.
you for taking the time. I know you
Next
got to pop
time.
off.
Next
Um,
time we do some stories about tell you some behind the scenes stories and stuff.
yes, that'll
So
be
it's
fun.
all good. Yeah.
That'll be fun. And guys,
Yeah.
make sure you check out Reginald. You said this weekend in Atlanta, in
Yeah,
Northwest
Atlanta.
Georgia, and then
Yeah.
on the 13th, you said
Next
this
weekend
weekend.
and
Check them out.
yeah.
And definitely check them out in May
Yes.
3rd, Saturday, May 3rd,
Yeah.
the Grand Opera House in Wilmington, Delaware. You can
That's
get your
right.
tickets to Everbright. Okay, make sure you get them tickets. Okay, because you're gonna be probably on the floor somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
yes, thank you
All
guys.
right.
And, I appreciate. I know you got to pop off. I'm going to say goodbye
It's
to everybody.
good. It's good being interviewed by a pretty lady. It
Thank you.
ain't hard to look at. So
Thank
that's
you.
all good.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been blessed by bro, man. It's
There
official.
you go. There you
But
go.
thank you. All
All
right,
right.
guys.
Thank you.
I'll see you
All right.
guys next week. All
All
right.
right. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. All
Bye.
right. Bye-bye.